Okay, let's get dangerous, everybody. This is Blackfish AI, where we help businesses use AI automation to sharpen their teeth, move faster, and scale leaner than ever before. My name is Josh. I'm your lead developer here at Blackfish AI, and I want to show you our main automation tool that we have on our roster right now. This is our social media automation. Um, Believe it or not, this started out exactly the same almost as the social media automation that Jonathan teaches in his Make course. It started out as a scenario that took a Google form response and auto posted to LinkedIn and X. Now, I started out with that and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we added this, if we added that? And, it kind of just grew out from there. So, I'd like to show you and kind of walk you through the different kinds of features that this has. Um, it all starts with these two tools modules. This one gets a schedule day and schedule time and a photo in. So this is like a random number that decides, okay, if the user doesn't have a custom photo, is there going to be an image in there? Um, and these are pretty self-explanatory. This just gets the day of the week um, that the scenario's running, Monday or Tuesday or whatever, and this is going to get the time that it's running. Now, what this Chat GPT module does is pretty simple. All it does is it takes the time that the scenario is running, the scheduled time, and it compares it with a list of times on that on the spreadsheet, which I'll show you in just a second. So this does mainly two things for the user. Uh, First of all, it makes the scenario easier to use because Make doesn't actually allow you to set a certain time that the schedule starts. So you can set it to run like every 60 minutes, but it doesn't give you like a spot to maybe under advanced scheduling. Um, but it doesn't give you a chance to say, okay, start at this time. Um, I actually tried using the advanced scheduling to do that, and it doesn't work like that. Instead, it bases it on when do you actually like tell the scenario to do this. So I actually set it to 60 minutes while it was at 54 minutes. So that's why all of my executions are at 54 minutes instead of on the hour. Um, this ChatGPT module fixes that for the purposes of pulling a post from the spreadsheet. And what that also does, which is kind of cool, is that uh, when you're doing social media, your posts tend to do better if it's at odd times because a lot of people are posting on the hour, on the half hour, um, on like, strict even times like that. If you post at 17 minutes or 32 minutes or 54 minutes, then your posts are going to do better because they have less content to compete with at that moment in time. So, this Google Sheets module just takes the day and the scheduled time, and it's going to compare that to the spreadsheet. Say, okay, is there a post that is scheduled to go out right now? Now, this spreadsheet is what it's referencing. So this is kind of like your control panel of the whole automation. You can store up to 24 different content ideas per day for a week with this um, with this setup, which is pretty awesome. You just have to take an hour or two out of your weekend, or whenever during the week, to re empty the spreadsheet and just repopulate it with new ideas, just so fresh stuff keeps coming. um, Now, text, this is really the part of your post that the automation is not going to live without. So this just contains an idea for a post in text. Image, if you want it to generate an AI image and you have something specific in mind, you can put it here. I don't worry about that too much. I kind of just let the automation come up with something on its own. You can certainly do that. Uh, you can put in an image URL to like a custom image. Say you wanted to share pictures of your office building or your team or your products and services. You can upload them to an image hosting site like Imgur and paste the link to that image here. Um, Now remember, the link does have to go directly to the image, not to a web page that is hosting the image. Uh, the image itself also has to be a JPEG. If it's a PNG, it won't work. Um, so, some best practices notes right there. Link, let's say you're quoting an article or your affiliate marketing, you can go ahead and put the link to it here, and it'll just know how to handle that. Um, the What's really cool is you can do these like at the same time. So, let's say you have a big conference in your industry across the country, and you know, you fly, have your team there to uh, go attend it. You can put in a photo of, your team taking a selfie in front of the building, and then you can have a link to an article about that conference, uh, if they want more information, something like that. Video, this is a really fun feature. I can't wait to show you. Just put text in here, and then the automation will know, okay, for some platforms, we want to convert this to a short form video. Call to action, the automation is set to specifically, um, it's set so that if the call to action box is blank, then it will just, ask for a like, or just ask the reader a direct question, so that uh, it like spurs discussion in the comments. Um, Great calls to action. If you want something custom, say you want to direct your audience to your website or your lead magnet, you can go ahead and put that here, and the automation will handle it. Speaking of the automation, oh, this thing. This is awesome. So this is pretty much all this is going to do is generate your image prompt or enhance it if you already have one. And this one is going to generate a longer post. Yeah, write a social media post based on the concept the user sends you. And there's a texting call to action. So, use a relaxed conversational tone and write in a way that feels natural and relatable. Avoid technical jargon and focus on clarity and connection with the reader. One emoji at a time, three hashtags, no cheesy greetings. Remove any and all markdown format as the receiving platforms don't know how to present it. Do not describe events as recent unless it is described as such in the user's prompt concept. Um, do not make the post longer than one paragraph except in these two situations. And, a bit more of best practices there. That prompt took a lot of work, a lot of trial and error. Now, this one is basically going to create a shorter version of the same post. You're about to receive a concept social media post from the user. Write a post that is less than 200 characters for x.com based on it. Start with a hook, blah, blah, blah. Now, this one, it is specifically for X because X has a 280 character limit. But I found it's also better for Instagram because Instagram doesn't always carry the paragraph breaks uh, the way that a platform like Facebook or LinkedIn could. Um, so the shorter one just looks better. Now, all these decision trees right here are doing is deciding like how the post should go together. So, for example, let's say we want um, the we want it to have an image, but we don't have a custom image. Then we're going to send our image prompt to ideogram. Um, this is so much better than DALI, um, which is ChatGPT's image integration. Um, this is particularly better at handling text. So if you try to do it with DALI, it'll be kind of like wispy and foggy and not really sure what it's trying to do. Um, it'll look very AI generated. Meanwhile, if you try doing it in ideogram, the the image is going to like the text is going to be much cleaner. Uh, if it's less than 30 characters, it'll usually spell it right on the first try. Um, and it'll do all the special things with it. You can specify what font you want. You can um, put it on. You can shear it so it looks like on the side of um, a some kind of building or technology or something of that nature. It's a very powerful model. So there's that, and um, these filters mostly just test for if the image is safe. Because another reason I prefer ideogram to DALI is that it can actually tell you whether the image is safe. Uh, DALI won't do that, not in Make at least. So uh, now I can make sure that it's not accidentally throwing something that violates the terms of service of anything, because that would suck, you know. Yeah. And some of them also check for if video does not exist because, um, especially for Instagram, we would prefer a video the if the post is scheduled to be adapted into a video. I'll show you how that works in just a second. Um, but these decision trees are mostly, see, this is just testing whether there is a link or not. And if there is a link, awesome. Let's put it, enter, and then the post. And if there isn't one, we'll just have the post. So those are that's why there's two of each module in each decision tree, except for Instagram. I just have it make sure that there isn't a link, and then before it decides whether or not to post it, because um, Instagram doesn't support clickable links, and obviously if there is a link in there, then it's possible that the audience might not know what's going on if all they received was the post and image. Um, so I just don't have it post on Instagram if there's a link. Same thing here. If the user has a custom image planned for the post, then I'll just go ahead and use that instead of, the post that instead of the ideogram. Now, this one is for text only posts. Uh, Instagram isn't even on here because they don't support text only posts. So, and yeah, just link, enter post, or just the post. Now, on to the meat and potatoes. This is awesome. This is our AI clone video generator. So if if the post does want to be adapted into a video, then that activates this whole wing of the scenario. Now, this is a powerful module. It generates look at this. It generates the script, the title, and the description all at once, and just spits it out as a JSON object. So title should be attention grabbing and reflect the essence of the video. Script must hook viewers immediately. No cheesy greetings, be easily understood at a 5th grade level, engaging and concise enough to be spoken in under 30 seconds. The description should entice readers, be easily understood, and include one emoji with 3 hashtags. So, very important. If there is a specific call to action in the post idea, then this ChatGPT module knows that it should include it in the description, not in the script. The script should not have a call to action whatsoever. That's very important for the next stuff that we're going to. And see, this JSON module, all it does is it parses the JSON output from the first ChatGPT module. Now let's have a look at this one. This is cool. So here's a script for a short video. Add a linking phrase to the beginning of it. This phrase should be an incomplete clause that forms a complete sentence when combined with the first sentence of the video script. And, I have a little notes and also also some examples. This is pretty awesome for like if you're writing a very long prompt. It helps to use Markdown format to organize it a little bit. Um, Now, what this one does, all it does is it takes that linking phrase that we just generated and it puts it at the end of the script instead of at the beginning. Now, this HeyGen module is where the magic happens. Okay. This HeyGen, the HeyGen API, by the way, is not cheap to set up. Don't do it unless you're serious about this. Okay. Um, it's about $100 a month. So now check this out. Avatar, I wanted to use, my professional avatar that I filmed, and oh, here, the voice settings. This is very important, okay? The You can actually like import audio for it to use uh, as your voice, or you could just, include text and it will just read it off in the voice that you choose it to do. Now, this voice is an professional quality voice clone that I did in 11 Labs, and I actually imported it to HeyGen inside of my HeyGen account. It's actually pretty easy to do that. They have an article on that in their help center. So, if you want to give it a shot, then go ahead. And, this just gives you your looped video result, your looped video script, um, video title, blah, blah, blah. Now, what this does is very, very important. See, this module, as powerful as it is to make this AI stunt double video, it takes time, and it only puts out all it spits out is a video ID. Now, you want this second HeyGen module, get a video, to convert that ID into something useful like a link that goes directly to the video. Uh, but you need to wait for it to make the whole video. Otherwise, that get a video module isn't going to work. So I have this set to wait for about 5 minutes for HeyGen to make the video. I've tested, and for the length of videos I usually do, that takes about 4 minutes. So right on the money there. Now, once it's made and once we have all of our links and stuff that we need to create the content, we can go ahead and post it. So I can post it as an Instagram reel, put the description and the caption. I can post it to LinkedIn. I haven't actually checked on this since adding it to the automation. I just know that LinkedIn has, a specific format for short form videos, and given how crazy the more popular platforms are for short form videos, I figured it, might be worth a try just to shoot it off. And it also auto posts it as a YouTube short, which is pretty awesome. You have an infinite YouTube shorts machine right here. Now I know what you're thinking. Josh, this is all well and good, but everything you've shown us so far is theory. What results have you gotten from using this? And believe it or not, I do actually have some stuff that I'd like to show you. Um, Specifically, this.
You're busy. But are you really getting anything done? Every time you switch tasks, you lose focus. That's context switching. It steals your flow and productivity. Plus, those little admin tasks add up. They're like sneak thieves in your day, munching away at your time. Stop letting them win. Focus on what truly matters and keep your momentum going. Think about how your time is really spent because you're busy.
All right. This um this YouTube short has it was posted yesterday. It has about 450 views when I last checked, and I didn't have anything to do with this. I didn't write it. I didn't film it. I didn't post it. Um, I was actually doing dishes at the time that this went out. Um, so this is probably the closest he got to an AI employee managing your entire social media across 5 different platforms, um, which is pretty darn good. So, uh, yeah, shoot me off a direct message in the circle community or in the school community if you would like to know more about this or if you would like to work together. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like and share your thoughts with the class. And before you subscribe, make sure you know what you're doing, because it ain't easy being to the top. I'll see you guys next time.
Grind the stone till it bleeds black. Claw my name on the edge of night. To be seen, heard, no turning back. Flames rise in the twilight.